The first official trail that Trail Alliance built was a project called the Enticer. And the Enticer is a jump line, I guess you could call it, type trail that was built out in the Swayze Recreation Area. Swayze Recreation Area is just directly west of Redding, and it's managed by the Bureau of Land Management. And so that was the trail that really put Redding Trail Alliance on the map, but it also was the trail that kind of changed how people viewed mountain biking in Redding, but not only people that live here, but for people that pass through the area, whether they're going from the Bay Area up to Portland. Oftentimes they'll stop here just so they can ride those trails, specifically the Enticer jump line. Shasta County actually has a nice BMX track that's a true BMX track, and it's located up in Shasta Lake City. But here in the actual city limits of Redding, there was always a desire to build some sort of a bike park for kids and families to be able to enjoy and have a place to just recreate and hang out. And so in 2017, we started putting together ideas for you could say a world-class type bike park. And it is a pretty grandiose plan that is in the works on being completed. But in 2017, we were approached by a local contractor named Jamie Lynn, and he had an idea to build a junior bike park to kind of get this thing kicked off. The biggest question that people had was, what is a pump track? Because it doesn't necessarily explain itself, and they are familiar with BMX tracks, which are like a track that's meant to race BMX bikes on. And so this whole concept of a pump track was something that the community, I think, didn't really know what it was until we actually built it and people started coming out to ride it. And just for a quick explanation, a pump track is a little circular track with rolling jumps and berms that once you get going on this, you can basically pump your bike and you don't have to pedal it to keep going around. And so I think just getting that concept across to people sometimes was a little bit of a challenge, but now that it's been built, I've had people tell me that they actually learned how to ride berms on this little pump track that we built, and some of these folks are adults that were riding them on their full size mountain bikes. People on board to back you and stand up with you when you're going to bat is really a big benefit. The other thing I would recommend that is something that the Trail Alliance started several years ago. It's called the Single Track Summit, and it was a concept where every year one of the trail organizations, whether it be here in Shasta County or over in Humboldt County or down in the Sacramento area, we would host usually a 2 or 3 day event where all these different agencies that are similar to the Redding Trail Alliance would get together, and we would discuss projects that we're working on, some of the challenges, some of the solutions, and it's really interesting to learn how other agencies are going about accomplishing their goals for their community. The Redding Trail Alliance website would be able to get you directed towards the Single Track Summit. There's information on there for that.